Not planning ahead is planning to fail. I didn't plan out my day very well today. That's why this video is coming out really late. So I guess you could say I failed my daily upload streak. But I guess then there'll be 2 videos today, but whatever. But I think one of the most important lessons I've learned, like growing up as an adult, is that you really have to plan your days out. There's only so many hours in a day. You know, you are working for 8 hours, you're sleeping for 8 hours. Hopefully, you should be sleeping for 8 hours. But then you only have 8 more hours to do the extra stuff you have to do throughout the day. You know, which includes meal prep, getting groceries, chores around the house. Not really planning out your day cause these activities, chores, and whatnot to take longer than you thought they would. Like, you might spend too much time doing the dishes, you might spend too much time doing the laundry, like, you name it. One in particular is your workouts. You really have to plan your workouts if you want to see at least some form of progress. This includes like optimizing your split to make sure you're like hitting a muscle like twice a week for like, 15 sets in a week, stuff like that. But kind of going with the flow and having this loose schedule, I feel like I just either waste an hour or 2 every day kind of just going with the flow, And so instead of sticking with the schedule, I, lose an hour or 2 a day, which then adds up to like, 10 hours in a week that I wasted, which could be used somewhere else more useful. And I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of hard to optimize your day that well to the point where you're not like wasting a single hour. So give yourself some leeway on that. But I'm talking about time that you spent, like, the 5 or 10 minutes that you just kind of sat on your phone doing nothing, or like, the 30 minutes you took playing Brawl Stars in the bathroom on your phone. Ever since I started doing this full-time workout and CPA prep, it's really hard to have that extra time on things that I kind of, want to do, as in being a little bit lazy throughout my day. Like, I want to have at least an hour where I can just sit on my phone and play some game or something, or I could maybe talk to some friends and hang out with them, which hanging out with friends is actually very productive. It's maintaining relationships in your life, which is incredibly important. You can't get so deep into your work that you lose yourself. Because who's going to be there whenever you, or if you ever fail? Like, you need those people, you need that support system. So it's actually very productive to be with friends and family. But for me, I could be spending like an extra 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes, maybe like 15 minutes making like another thumbnail for a video, and maybe it'll get more views. My last video only got 2 views as of recording this video. I was actually pretty proud of that one, with the whole like brainwashing thing, but I'm telling you, big peptide shadow banning me. Who knows? We'll see on this video. Sorry, I can't really focus. My cat, if you could see her, she's just going crazy. She's in a bed frame. While working as much as you can throughout your day is really important, it's really important to give yourself some grace to it. Grace and forgiveness. Especially when I had mono, I did not want to let myself sit down and take the time off. I'm kind of a workaholic in the sense of that, I just like to get things done, and I don't like sitting still. And with mono, it kind of forces you to sit still. I had it for about a month, and then I was bedridden for about 3-4 days. So it wasn't like that bad. My brother got it one time, and he was gone for like a whole month or 2. It was terrible for him. I don't know what the difference is with me, but don't forget to show yourself compassion, but be honest with yourself and make sure you're pushing yourself as hard as you can go. But, have to know your limits. I tend to write down in my journal every night what my kind of short-term goals are and a loose schedule or like structure for the next day. It really kind of lets me focus on what I need to be working on. Usually for breakfast, I eat like the same thing every morning, like banana, yogurt, eggs, and maybe like a protein bar if we have some. But I woke up like, 20 minutes late when I should have been up earlier. I was just really tired. Took melatonin, puts you on your butt. I didn't eat any breakfast, but luckily I had a pretty big lunch of like some like beef and rice. But still, that like it ruins your whole flow for the day. I felt terrible for like the first half before I ate. And if I have to be honest, I did cheat on the diet a little bit. I had like a piece of like bread pudding. It was really good, but it also makes me feel terrible that I ate it. I shouldn't be cheating this early in the cut, but I did. And it's okay to have these little, signs of weaknesses, as long as you can address them in a healthy manner. I'm not gonna obsess over one piece of bread pudding. It happens. Like I went over my calories by like 200. I could just do like an extra like 15 minutes of cardio and burn it off. It's okay. It'll be all right. Just make sure you plan your days accordingly. Be realistic with yourself and with your goals. That's all I got. Sorry if you could hear my cat in the background. She's going crazy. But thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.